I'm here with Karen Daily from Ekko Title. She's an awesome title attorney. And the reason why we're meeting today is because periodically the Northern Virginia Association of Realtors updates its forms that realtors use for sales contracts in this local area. Generally speaking, there's a process in which the forms get updated based on feedback from realtors and title attorneys in the area. The forms would be updated mid-year and then generally at the beginning of the year. Karen, why should consumers care about this?
So consumers should care, Chrissy, because the forms, when they are updated, they are usually updated to reflect changes in the law, which happens generally around March of every year. The General Assembly meets from January to March and they pass bills, and then the bills go to the governor to be signed. There's that whole legislative process. And then they also address common scenarios that are seen in the real estate industry for that year. And a lot of the changes we're going to be talking about were specifically put in to address those issues that realtors and title companies and then obviously buyers and sellers were experiencing these past 2 years.
Okay, so sometimes I have found that some consumers and agents alike, unfortunately, they just, if they're looking at contracts, it might be through their computer or maybe an electric signing service. They click, 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 and then, hey, they've got a contract.
Right.
But that's not really good, right?
Correct. So an agent has an ethical duty to go over the contract with their client to make sure that the client understands what they are signing. And while it may not seem important at the beginning, I can tell you as the transaction goes on, these little things will pop up, and I will often hear, whether it's a buyer or a seller, going, I don't remember going over that with my agent. So you don't want to be in that position. So make sure to always go over the contract with your clients before they do the click, click, click sign on DocuSign or whatever technology platform is used for digital signing.
So I like to think about this in two parts. It's compliance, but it's also game theory.
Right.
Like you want to be strategizing on what you have in order to win your game.
Exactly.
So with that, there are 3 changes. There are actually 13 changes total. So what are these changes in a nutshell?
In a nutshell, so they made changes to the financing contingency addendums.
Okay.
They also made changes significantly to the post-settlement occupancy addendum. So there's your 13 encapsulated. And then there are some minor changes to the lease, so landlord-tenant law, property management as well. There were some changes to that agreement. So not as substantive as perhaps some of the others, but it is, again, changes that you should be aware of.
So I'm not an attorney. Karen is one. I think it's important for consumers to be working with agents who are paying attention to their professional requirements. They're using updated forms and they're talking to the right professionals in order to guide their clients appropriately. Yeah?
Exactly, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay. We're going to do a few more videos after this one on just the specific changes, so please tune in to my website, chrissygoodgem.com. And if you'd like to reach out to an attorney regarding a real estate matter, you can give Karen Daily an email, and we'll leave her email address on this video at the end with the credits. Thank you so much.